welcome to my channel. On this video, I'm going to show you how to create a very sexy night out fall makeup look. I am in love with this look and I hope you girls really enjoy it. So, mwah! To start off, I'm going to use my favorite moisturizer. I swear, girls, I've gone through this moisturizer like 100 million of times, and this is a Garnier Skin Active Moisturizer Refreshing Gel Cream. Oh, that's like a mouthful. But this moisturizer, girls, I swear is literally like the bomb.com. I remember when I started recommending all my clients and all my fans this moisturizer, I remember there was a time when all my local drugstores were out of stock of this product because of how pretty and good it is. It's this one right here. As you can see, I'm almost out because I use this baby almost every day. I don't even have to use makeup to use this, to be honest. I just really love this, and I know they have the normal to combo skin, which is this one, and they have the pink one, which is for dry skin, but either or it does the job. I've tried both of them, and honestly, girls, it's the same thing. But yeah, I mean, if you're oily, it doesn't really matter. What I love about this moisturizer, it just sits flat on your face. You know, it doesn't give you that feel, that oily feel or anything. No, it just sits flat and it gives you like a cooling sensation. It is just amazing, and the smell is just so good. So I'm just putting this all over my face, you know, just all over my face. Lately been very obsessed with this primer. I have dry face. I have like a desert face, girl. Seriously, it's like horrible. But I've been really liking this primer. You know, it keeps my makeup hydrated, locks it in place, and it's very good. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in the hydrating right here. So I'm gonna use this to put it all over my face. So what I do is just pump it out, get this much, and just put this into the areas where I feel like I need a little bit more moisturize, where it's like around my nose, around my lips, my chin area, and between my brows. So I'm just distributing all that product basically on my T-zone. Now you want to go out and you want to look sexy and you just want to look glam. I'm your girl for that. So let's get started. I'm going to start with my brows. I personally like starting with brows first. I don't know why. Just like to have my brows first done. Because this is a night look, I want my brows to be a little bit more intense as opposed to how I wear them every day. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in the shade AUBURN, which is this one right here. I love this product for my brows, girls. Like, it's just amazing. And for my brush, I'm going to take the Anastasia number 12 brush. It's like so washed off, girls, but oh, don't mind that. But yes, it's this angled brush. I just love this brush so much. And I'm going to brush my hair upward. This is like the best way you can do your brows, girls. Always when doing your brows, you always want to brush them upward. Swear, my eyebrows are just like it's not their day today. It's not their day. I am brushing them upward. Okay, so how I like to start doing my brows, I like to start shaping them from here and work myself outward. I do not like to start from the very front of my brow because I do have fresh product, so it's going to be a little bit more intense. So I don't want the intensity to be in the very front of my brow, if you know what I mean. So you just want to shape that bottom line into your natural brow bone. I go above and I start doing the same thing, just shaping my brow into my desired shape. Remember, girls, your brows don't have to be perfect. You can always go back and clean them, but it is good to not mess them up in the process. And then with the leftover product I have in my brush, it's when I start doing swiping motions into the very front of my brow, ever so slightly. I don't want to put so much pressure into my brow. I kind of just want to keep the brush very light. And when I reach the very front of my brow, I just want to move my brush upward. So to clean my brow, you can use honestly concealer or foundation, doesn't really matter. But I'm going to be taking my NYX Above and Beyond full coverage concealer, which is this one right here, and I'm gonna use it in the shade beige. And I'm gonna take it with my BH Cosmetics number 11 brush. This brush came on a pink set, and I love this brush to clean my brows. So I wanna start from right here, and you kind of just wanna go over the lines you feel like you came out of. On this step, girls, you do have to be very precise. Kind of just get your finger and you melt down the product. As you can see, the brow is very well shaped now. So now I'm just going to take with the leftover product of the Anastasia brush just to go over very little on the tail of the brow. So to prime up my eyes, I really like using the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I really like this stuff. I recently bought it and honestly I've been really liking it. And I like taking it with my BH Cosmetics number 120 brush, which is this one right here. This came like on a sculpt and blend set. It is really good. You want to apply the primer wherever you're going to apply your shadow. So I like to take it from the very like top of my eyelid, of my crease, I'm sorry, and just blending it all over into my eyelid. So after I prime my eyes, I really like to go with the white shadow. Any bone color shadow, as long as it's matte, I like to just go over just for the primer not to be as tacky, and the shadows can blend very easily and very smooth all together. So the white powder I'm going to use is this one right here, and this is from the Morphe 350 palette, which is with the Morphe MB20, which is this brush right here. It's just a normal eyeshadow brush. So I'm just gonna apply this all over to wherever I apply that primer. So now I'm gonna take this orange shade right here. Honestly, girls, this is like the palette every girl needs for fall, which is the Morphe M350. This palette is like God, seriously. This palette, it has to be in everyone's hands in fall. So I'm going to take this orangey shade, and I'm going to take it with the Morphe M411 brush, which is just this very big fluffy brush. So I'm just going back and forth and circular motions. That's the best way to blend, girls. And I'm just placing this above my crease. This is gonna be my transition shade. So now I'm gonna apply this orangey shade, which is a slight darker than this one right here. So I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna place it wherever I put that first transition shade. Make sure to always tap off the excess, girls. I want my transition shade to be very noticeable. So now I'm going to take my LORAC Pro palette, and I'm going to take this purpley shade right here with my MAC 217 blending brush, which is this one right here. And I'm going to apply this directly into my crease above, slightly above where I put that orange shade. Taking my big fluffy brush, the Morphe M411 brush, and I'm just gonna blend those two colors together. Now taking my Morphe M433 brush, which is, this is a dupe for the MAC 217, girls, and this is like $6 or $7, and This is like 23, so go with this one. And I'm gonna take my Anastasia single shadow in the shade Red Earth, which is this one right here. And I'm gonna apply this right into wherever I put that purpley shade from the LORAC palette. So it's always good to build up your color, girls. You do not want to go straight forward with a ton of product. You always want to go slight, tap off, go, slight, tap off, and go. It's always good to build up the colors, girls. Blend, blend, blend until your hand falls off, girl. I'm going to take that big fluffy brush one more time and just blend everything all together. Next, I'm gonna take my Too Faced chocolate bar. I'm sorry, girls, I'm using so many different like palettes, but I'm pretty sure you can find these colors in one palette. I just am crazy and I like to use all the palettes I can. This shade right here, which is called Cherry Cordial. Cordial or Cordell, I don't even know how it's pronounced, but you girls get the deal. And I'm gonna apply this wherever I applied that Red Earth by Anastasia. So I'm gonna take my Morphe big fluffy brush and this shade right here, just so I cannot lose that orange transition shade. I still kind of want it to pop out. So I'm just gonna grab some and just blend everything together with that orange shade. I'm gonna take that shade again, Cherry Cordial by the Too Faced chocolate bar, and apply a little bit more. So now I'm gonna add some sparkle, because you can never go wrong with some sparkle. And I'm gonna take my Revlon Photoready Eye Art in the shade Peach Prism. I love these little things, girls. I swear, they have like just a bunch of colors like you can choose from, and they're just so nice. I swear, like this should be like high end, but no, thank God they're not. And I'm gonna take my Too Faced glitter glue, which is this one right here. This is the most amazing glitter glue I've ever used in the whole entire world, and it's the only one I've used. And I'm gonna use this BH Cosmetics brush. This came on a set. It doesn't have a number anymore, and this set is discontinued. I'm so sorry, girls. I don't know why BH Cosmetics did that if it was such an amazing set. But I'm just gonna get some with that brush. It could just be any lip brush, honestly. And I'm just gonna apply this into wherever I wanna put that glitter. Which is gonna be my lid. And I'm gonna take that Peach Prism glitter and I'm just gonna apply some. What makes this product even better, it has a little brush, so that's like even better. So now that the glitter is dried up after like 10 days, I'm gonna take my Morphe M22 brush, which is this like pencil blending brush, and I'm gonna take my 350 palette and I'm gonna take this shade right here above the glitter. So next, I'm going to take my Morphe N149 brush, which is this one. It's a slight smaller than the one I used before. And I'm going to take that Morphe 350 palette, and I'm going to take these two darker shades on the bottom, which are these. And I'm going to apply this right above the glitter. So taking my big fluffy brush for Morphe and taking those two orange shades I used as a transition shade, and I'm gonna put that right above all that just so I cannot lose that orange, and just blend everything together. We're already gonna start with the face, and for foundation I'm gonna use my Stilla Aqua Glow foundation in the shade Light Medium, which is this one right here. This foundation is a little bit different because it comes with like that little drop. So I'm gonna apply my foundation with my BH Cosmetics Kabuki brush number 2. This came on a gold set, and this has been my brush for foundation for like 2 months already, and I've just been obsessed. Oh my god, look at that thing. Oh my god, it's like trying to talk to you girls. Don't let it get into your head. Just don't. So now I'm gonna take my BH Cosmetics brush and I'm just gonna buff this into my skin. You always want to bring it to your neck, girls, because you want it to look natural. So now to highlight my areas, which is my under eye, my nose, my forehead, and my chin and my cupid's bow, I'm going to use my NARS Very Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Light to Vanilla. So on your forehead, you're just going to like draw a marijuana sign. Yeah, marijuana sign. I'm gonna take my L.A Girl PRO concealer in the shade Yellow. I really like this concealer, girls, to highlight under my areas, like my eye or whatever. Kind of just gives it a little bit more light into it, if you know what I mean. Don't forget the marijuana sign. So now to buff all that out, I am gonna take my BH Cosmetics number 115 brush. This came on a set and I love this brush, girls. Honestly, BH Cosmetics, you're like stepping up your game. So I'm gonna take some of my MAC Pep and Prime Fix Plus to kind of get a little bit more moist so it can be easier to buff out the areas. So right here, I'm just pressing it into the product. So now we're going to bake. And I'm gonna take my Maybelline Shine Free powder in this shade Light 01. I really love this powder, girls, because it prevents me from getting like oily throughout the day or whatnot, especially like because this is a night look. I am gonna be like wearing it for a very long time, so you know it's good to just be protected. And I'm gonna take it with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion brush. This is a bit damped, so yes. And it's so funny, girls, because every time I tell my boyfriend, oh, I'm gonna bake, he's like, oh baby, what are you gonna bake? And I'm like, my makeup. So my boyfriend, this is gonna be literally the only thing you'll ever see me bake. So to contour, I'm gonna be taking my Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. I'm so sorry, girls, it like shattered like my heart. But I'm gonna be taking this shade right here and this shade. This shade, I'm gonna use it on my cheekbones and this one all over my face. Well, not all over. My powder just like fell. And I'm just gonna apply this into the hollows of my cheeks. Remember, girls, a perfect way to get a contour is starting from the very top of your ear, which is right here, and ever so slightly downward. That's gonna be your cheekbone. I swear, girls, this is like so good, this brush. Okay, so now that you have your cheekbone snatched, I am going to be taking my BH Cosmetics number 2 brush. This came on a pink set. And I'm going to be taking that middle shade from the Kat Von D palette to bronze up my face. So I'm putting this into my forehead. You want to keep it as close into your hairline because you don't want two different colors. You'll just look ridiculous. And I'm going to apply some very slightly above wherever I put that contour shade. You know, I just want to keep it a little bit more bronzy and warm. Into my jawline. Because we all want that skinny, sharp jawline, don't we all, girls? The easiest way you can bronze up and contour your face, girls, it's doing like a number 3 into your face. I mean, it is a number 3. Cosmetics number 119 brush, which is this one right here. This also came on a set, and I'm gonna get that middle shade, the one that we use to bronze up our face, and I'm gonna put it into my nose to contour it. We all want that skinny, snatch nose, don't we all, girls? So now to dust off all the cocaine from my face, I'm going to take my number 3 brush from BH Cosmetics. This also came on the pink set. And I'm just going to dust off the powder. So now for blush, I'm going to be taking my BECCA blush and the shade Songbird, which is this one. This blush is, okay, if I can open it. This blush is so beautiful and perfect for the fall. Oh my god, like a little piece just broke. I'm gonna apply it with my Real Techniques blush brush, which is this one right here. I absolutely love this brush for my blush, girls. You girls need to go and get it. Girls need to go and get it. So for my highlight, I'm going to take my Sleek Makeup Highlighting Quad, which is this one right here. And I'm going to be taking this shade and this shade right here. I'm going to take it with my Real Techniques setting brush, which is this one right here. And I'm going to spray it with my MAC Fix Plus just to get the pigmentation a bit more intense. So for my eyeliner, girls, I'm using this one. I bought it in my local downtown. This is from the She Makeup, and it's in the shade Green Tea. This shade first, which is like one of the darkest shades. M149 brush. My Morphe M431 shades we used earlier for the transition shade, and I'm going to use it to blend out the lower lash line. So I went ahead and put my lashes off camera just because I go through like World War I and Vietnam War with them, but I'm using the Double Wispies by Ardell. So I didn't put any liquid liner because I just want to keep it very sexual, very nice. Do you guys hear my laundry? It's like going crazy. I'm going to coat my lashes, well, my lower lashes, with some mascara. For my inner corner highlight and my brow bone highlight, I'm going to be taking my LORAC palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade called Snow. My Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Ashton. I don't know if you can see that, but yes, I love this lipstick. Especially for fall, it's just gonna look amazing. I'm gonna take my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray because this is gonna be like a night out look. We need to have this baby protected from everyone and from everything that's in the nights. So let's just spray this all around. So this is it, girls. I really hope you girls enjoyed this tutorial. Until next time, mwah, bye.